the uncertainty and allow us to design the genetic traits of our children? While pondering this question, put aside children for a moment and consider pets. About a year after the furor over the deliberately deaf child, a Texas woman named Julie, she declined to give her last name, was mourning the death of her beloved cat, Nicky. "He was very beautiful," Julie said. "He was exceptionally intelligent. He knew 11 commands." She had read of a company in California that offered a cat cloning service, Genetic Savings and Clone. In 2001, the company had succeeded in creating the first cloned cat, named Cece, for carbon copy. Julie sent the company a genetic sample of Nicky along with the required fee of $50,000. A few months later, to her great delight, she received little Nicky, a genetically identical cat. "He is identical," Julie proclaimed. "I have not been able to see one difference." The company's website has since announced a price reduction for cat cloning, which now costs a mere $32,000. If the price still seems steep, it comes with a money-back guarantee. If you feel that your kitten doesn't sufficiently resemble the genetic donor, we'll refund your money in full with no questions asked. Meanwhile, the company's scientists are working to develop a new product line, cloned dogs. Since dogs are harder to clone than cats, the company plans to charge $100,000 or more. Many people find something odd about the commercial cloning of cats and dogs. Some complain that with thousands of strays in need of good homes, it is unconscionable to spend a small fortune to create a custom-made pet. Others worry about the number of animals lost during pregnancy in the attempt to create a successful clone. But suppose these problems could be overcome. Would the cloning of cats and dogs still give us pause? What about the cloning of human beings? Articulating our unease. Breakthroughs in genetics present us with a promise and a predicament. The promise is that we may soon be able to treat and prevent a host of debilitating diseases. The predicament is that our newfound genetic knowledge may also enable us to manipulate our own nature, to enhance our muscles, memories, and moods, to choose the sex, height, and other genetic traits of our children, to improve our physical and cognitive capacities, to make ourselves better than well. Most people find at least some forms of genetic engineering disquieting, but it is not easy to articulate the source of our unease. The familiar terms of moral and political discourse make it difficult to say what is wrong with re-engineering our nature. Consider again the question of cloning. The birth of Dolly the cloned sheep in 1997 brought a torrent of worry about the prospect of cloned human beings. There are good medical reasons to worry. Most scientists agree that cloning is unsafe and likely to produce offspring with serious abnormalities and birth defects. Dolly died a premature death. But suppose cloning technology improves to the point where the risks are no greater than with natural pregnancy. Would human cloning still be objectionable? What exactly is wrong with creating a child who is a genetic twin of his or her parent, or of an older sibling who has tragically died, or for that matter of an admired scientist, sports star, or celebrity? Some say cloning is wrong because it violates the child's right to autonomy. By choosing in advance the genetic makeup of the child, the parents consign her to a life in the shadow of someone who has gone before, and so deprive the child of her right to an open future. The autonomy objection can be raised not only against cloning, but also against any form of bioengineering that allows parents to choose their child's genetic characteristics. According to this objection, the problem with genetic engineering is that designer children are not fully free. Even favorable genetic enhancements for musical talent, say, or athletic prowess would point children toward particular life choices, impairing their autonomy and violating their right to choose their life plan for themselves. At first glance, the autonomy argument seems to capture what is troubling about human cloning and other forms of genetic engineering. But it is not persuasive for two reasons. First, it wrongly implies that absent a designing parent, children are